jika Anda mempunyai
welcome. Thank you for joining. Anyone that joins us should please like the program and share. Like the program and share on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to your well wishers. Share to everyone that is close to you. Whoever you can reach out to, please reach out to them so that they can join us on this very amazing program. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Keep sharing to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to your neighbors. Share in all your platforms. Make sure you invite at least one person to join us on this evening section of our program. Welcome every one of you that has connected so far. Please, as you join, bring someone along with you. Do not keep the message to yourself. It is very important that we must carry everyone along. We cannot afford to be silent, and we cannot afford to continue to pretend nothing is happening. We will continue to spill the beans. We will continue to say things the way they are. And I urge you to please join us for this evening updates. As you know, every evening we always come here to bring updates on things that are happening. We bring updates on information that we have forgotten. It is unfortunate that some people don't seem to understand. So we must wake those people who doesn't understand to make them understand. We must wake them up. Because today, the Biafrans has made their choice. The Biafrans have made their decision. The Biafrans have made their decision. The Biafrans have made their decision. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying. It does not matter their propaganda, their blackmail. As they increase in their propaganda, we are increasing in our strength and our force. We will never ever back down. We will never back down. Every one of us must pay attention to what is going on. We must understand that there is a new appointment by the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic in Exile, a new appointment into the UK Liaison Office. A new appointment has been made into the UK Liaison Office in person of Reverend Sister Nneka Dike, has been appointed as the new Liaison General, Secretary of the Biafra Liaison in the United Kingdom, effective from today. New Liaison General Secretary. New Liaison General Secretary of Biafra Liaison in the United Kingdom, effective from today, in person of Reverend Sister Nneka Dike. Wherever you are as a Biafra, we must continue to stand firm and stand strong. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, has the mandate of the people. And it does not matter what anybody is saying. The world is aware of that. The world is aware that the Biafrans have given the Prime Minister the mandate. So from every indication, for those of them who are still trying to believe their own lie or make themselves happy through their own lies, we have to remind them that the game is over. No amount of propaganda or lies, no amount of blackmail, no amount of insult, pretense will change the status of the Biafra Republic of Exile or their Prime Minister. The Biafran people have made a wonderful and great choice, and there's no going back. There is no going back. Every one of us must continue to pay attention to the time that we are in. More things are going to be unveiled with time. Do not be left behind as a Biafran. You must key in. You must pay attention wherever you are watching me from. Either you are watching from Facebook or you are watching me from YouTube. Whichever angle you are watching from, I urge you to please pay attention. We cannot afford to gamble with our future. You as a Biafran, your future is in your hand. Your future is in your hand. The decision is yours to decide. Either to be free or not to be free. So many of us Biafrans, we believe in Chukwu Okike, the God of creation, the Almighty Father. Every one of us believe in that. Biafra generally, we are believers in God. And because we are all believers in Chukwu Okike, He has not forgotten us. And He will never forget us. He has equally taken us of His own. We have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed several times, and I bet you Chukwu Okike have answered. Today, the ball is in your court as a Biafran. Either to walk into your freedom or to walk back into slavery. We know that there are some who are afraid of their future. Those ones who have been corrupted by the contraption called Nigeria. Those who have been consumed by criminality. Those who fraud have eaten into them. even though they claim to be Biafrans, they are afraid and scared of their future because they know in Biafra, nothing that is corrupt will strive. In Biafra, corruption will not strive. For those of you who made their money through bribery and corruption, through one evil way or the other, and because of that, when you hear of Biafra, you are scared. The only thing you can do is to repent. Change your ways and begin to do things right. As soon as you change your ways and do things right, everything will be new for you. But if you want to continue in that path of destruction, you want to continue in your fraudulent attitude, and because of your fear, you want to stand against the restoration of Biafra, you want to stand against the coming of the kingdom of God on the planet Earth, you are doomed. And I bet you will not survive. Chukwu Okike Abiyama have decided to redeem Biafra by himself, using instruments, human instruments. It started from our supreme leader, Mazen Nandika, who did a marvelous job and still continue to do up to this day. Went into our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Today he is doing an excellent job against all the lies, propaganda, blackmail, right, left, and center. Today it has become very, very clear and obvious that Mazi Simon Ekpa has the key to the freedom of the Biafran people. Because they know that he has the key. They know very well that Mazi Simon Ekpa has the key. They are scared of him. They push all manner of lies and propaganda against him. More especially the Afonjas. I don't know what is wrong with these so-called Afonjas. I do not know what they have said in Biafra. The Afonjas, they always measure their growth and their success based on Biafran people. They don't mind to be beneath. They don't mind to be beneath the world as long as they feel that Biafra is beneath them. They are okay. They are Fonjas. As long as they see themselves as better than the Biafrans, they are just satisfied, even though they are at the bottom of the bottomless. When their mind convinces them that they are on top of the Biafrans, that they have an upper hand, they will feel comfortable wherever they are. That is the tragedy of the actual Afonjas. It is so sad. But their wishful thinking cannot change the destiny of the Biafran people. The Biafran people are destined to be on top. They are destined to be on top. And no man, no woman, no forces can bring us beneath. It is unfortunate that they continue to push their lie through their media because they have access to the media. Today, Nigerian media still continue to deceive their own people. More especially, look at the one called Channel Television and TVC, owned by the drug baron, Tudubu. In their news, they mistakenly mentioned the Biafra Republic government in exile, something they have been running for from a long time. But it came out of their mouth. But surprisingly, after mentioning Biafra Republic government in exile, they still went back and begin to call our Prime Minister the factional leader of IPOB. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra and our Prime Minister, is not, has never been, and will never be the leader or factional leader of IPOB. He has never, at any point in time, claimed or addressed himself as a factional leader of IPOB. He is not the prime minister of IPOB. Every of these idiots must get this straight, and we Biafrans must continue to carry this message and make them to understand it, since they are dumb. Nigerian media continue to address Mazi Simon Ekpa as factional leader. He is not a factional leader of IPOB. The whole world is watching. Go and check every statement he has issued on his platform. There are so many statements he has written and signed by him. The only thing you are going to see here is the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is not a factional leader to any IPOB. He is not a Prime Minister to IPOB. He is not. The earlier these idiots begin to understand this, the better. I don't know what they gain. I do not know what they gain in addressing our Prime Minister in a manner that is unacceptable. I don't know what they gain in that. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is not a factional leader. And the restoration of the independent state of Biafra today is done under the Biafra Republic of Exile. The Biafran people are no longer being addressed as IPOB. They have a government, and the government speaks with them, speaks for them. For everything that they do today, it is under the command of the government. And anybody that cannot understand this at this point in time is either being stupid, foolish, selfish, I don't know how to describe it. Anybody that could not understand this at this point in time is just pretending. These statements have been made over and over again. There is nothing called ESN in existence anymore. The representative of the Biafran people today is Biafran government, not IPOB. Every single thing done today for the restoration of Biafra is done under the government of Biafra. And Mazi Simon Ekpa is the Prime Minister of that government, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. For you to begin to draw the situation back to complicate matters because you do not want to be responsible and reasonable, because Nigerian governments do not want to be responsible and reasonable, they continue to drag themselves back to what they feel is their comfortable zone. They are much more comfortable talking about an organization. They are much comfortable talking about an organization that they can be able to intimidate. They are promoting the organization that they themselves have hijacked and promote. But they do not want to recognize the government of Biafra, which is the order of the day today. It does not matter whether you recognize or not. It does not matter the names you call our Prime Minister. It does not matter how you describe him. Your foolishness cannot change anything. The truth remains the truth, that the Biafran people have given their mandate to the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Master Simon Ekpa. Biafrans have overwhelmingly come together and they gave him the mandate to represent the Biafran people and to defend Biafra. And that is exactly what he's doing today. Everyone on this planet Earth today that is watching the situation in Nigeria, we know that the Nigerian government is not being responsible in any manner, in any way. Even those of them that come to their platforms to speak, when you watch most of the interviews and you hear people that talk, so many of them, even when they know the truth, they are scared to pronounce it. When they come to their platform, they speak half-truth and they run away from it because they are scared of being arrested. They are scared of being intimidated. They are scared of being attacked. In one of the programs that I watched in that same TVC, the people they brought there have explained it to them and told them that, look, the man you are talking about, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is not the problem. And whether you stop him or you don't stop him, it will not stop the Biafran people for demanding for their freedom. And because this criminal terrorist country do not learn a lesson, they continue to preach kidnap. They continue to preach terrorism. And they don't care. But I bet you for as long as they continue to preach that, we are holding our ground, preaching self-defense for Biafran people. That is the message of Biafrans. Biafrans will continue to defend themselves. If this contraption called Nigeria is responsible, the very first thing they should have done is to release the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Since you say you love him so much, you know he's fighting a good cause. So many of you have come online to confess how peaceful he has been. And he himself has said, set me free and I will maintain peace in Biafra land. You are looking for solution. Even the Prime Minister of Biafra have given you the solution. It is in your hand. Release the Supreme of IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That has been the demand from day one. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remove all your military from checkpoints in Biafra land. Send back your terrorist military away from Biafra land. Give us a date for exit. Then we can sit on the table and talk. These conditions has been given several occasions, several times. Our Prime Minister went further to tell them, engage Finland government. You see, when they come to begin to talk on their media, when they come on media, they are talking, they are saying, oh, we'll go and consult Finland, invite the Finland ambassador, invite Finland foreign minister, invite Finland this. They will be saying it on their platform as if it's something new. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic Governing himself, have advised you to go and approach Finland for mediation between you and Biafra. The Prime Minister himself made that suggestion to you. So when you come online and you are talking about going for diplomatic talk with Finland, going for this, if you go to Finland with a wrong mission, you will not succeed. If you go to Finland with a useless idea or topic or notion, you can't succeed. If you go to Finland with your terrorist intention, you cannot succeed. Mazi Simon Ekpa, is not the cause of the insecurity in the northern part of Nigeria. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not the reason why 50 farmers lost their life. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not the reason why ISWAP has taken over Borno State. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not the one in charge of the insecurity in Niger State. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not the one in charge of insecurity in Benue State. And even in Biafran territory, Mazi Simon Ekpa is not responsible for the insecurity in Biafran territory. In fact, the little peace you enjoy in Biafran territory is because of the presence of somebody like Mazi Simon Ekpa. The only terrorist we know that is around in the southeastern region, Biafra land as a whole. The only terrorist that we are aware that is in Biafra land is those terrorists in uniform that claim to be Nigerian military. They are the only one that is creating and causing insecurity in Biafra land. They kidnap, they disappear, they take life, they buy people at any given point in time, innocent people for that matter. So when you are talking about insecurity, the only people that you can address, the only people you can call to order when you are talking about insecurity is the terrorists in uniform. But unfortunately, nobody cares. They are looking to the people who have decided to protect themselves, who have said enough is enough, we can't allow our people to die. They are angry because somebody rose up and said, no, this genocide that's happening in the north cannot be extended to Biafra land. They are angry because somebody have come, a person that knows what they do not know. It does not matter what you say. It does not matter what you do. Biafra is going to come. Biafra is going to exit from Nigeria. The international community is watching and observing what is going on in that contraction called Nigeria. And when you see the chaos that is happening right, left, and center, we don't need much explanation. We don't need any explanation. Today, they have resorted to propaganda, blackmail, and they claim they have boasted that they're going to hijack the media. They saw that it is through the media that the Prime Minister is sending message across, and they have come together and say that they are going to take away the media from us. Let us watch and see how they're going to do that. They are trying. That is why when we come on live program like this, you hardly see people watching. If you go to our platform, they restrict viewers on our platform. They have bought over so many social media networks. They have bought over so many social media networks, making it difficult for us to expand. But stopping us is impossible. Today, all of a sudden, their chief of army staff is now going town hall to town hall. He's no longer going to the battlefield. He is now in charge of every town hall meeting, spilling all lies, propaganda, saying things that he doesn't know what it means, including confessions, speaking against himself. I guess when he's talking, sensible people listen. But of course, because in Nigeria, common sense is not common. People who are supposed to know in Nigeria don't know anything. Those who claim to be educated are empty vessels. They have nothing in their brain. The ones that claim to be educated, they claim to be elite, they claim to be professors in Nigeria. They are all dumb. They are the worst of the worst. In fact, they will be the ones to come and defend stupidity. in Nigeria, those ones who call themselves elite, educated, professors, they are the worst of the worst. They are the ones that come on the national TV to defend stupidity. And that is why the nation can never grow. It has never been a nation, by the way. That company can never mature to become a country or a nation. It's not possible. It's not going to happen anywhere. And for those of you who are having that your fake dream, continue to pursue your fake dream. You are waiting for your own opportunity to steal. You are waiting for your own opportunity to steal. And that is what has been happening in that contraption. Every government that comes will come with their own fraudsters, waiting for an opportunity for them to extort from the people. It is from one extortionist to another. And those that have not reached their turn, they will just be waiting for it to come to their turn. They go ahead to call it national cake. Fraud. It has become the order of the day. And unfortunately, their paymaster, their colonial masters, whom they are now revising back to, are enjoying the situation because the fraud in Nigeria gives way for them to take the resources free without being measured or paid. The fraud in Nigeria gives space for them to steal as much as they can. That is why they will never support any responsible leadership. If any responsible leadership comes up, they will press it down. Any responsible person that wants a responsible country, that cares about his or her nation, should begin to look towards disintegration of the soul. Because only that and that will bring a permanent solution to the problem you are seeing today. If you want to have a permanent solution to insecurity, to bad economy, disintegration is the answer. If you continue to dance around it and pretend that you can do something else, you are wasting your time, and you will continue to waste your time until thy kingdom come. You cannot change anything. We have given the zoo ample time to make changes, but they have refused. But we have gotten to a breaking point. At this breaking point, under the command of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister, we will not leave any stone unturned. Everything that needs to be done has to be done to make sure that Biafra is liberated. Your propaganda, your blackmail cannot stop Biafra. Your lies cannot stop Biafra. It does not matter what you say or what you do. The beauty of it all that today, some of these Afonjas are now, suddenly they are realizing that the Biafran government have the backup of the Biafran people. You know, initially they were all denying it. Initially, they were all denying it. They say, oh, it is only people in diaspora. Oh, it is only the Igbo Biafra. Oh, nobody is supporting, he's just on his own. But finally, they wake up and they realize that the Biafran government has the mandate of their people. The Prime Minister has the mandate of the people. And the world is following the situation as it unfolds gradually. You will be shocked what is going to happen by December. You are going to be shocked. For those of you who think that they are playing to the gallery. Those of you who think that we are just here to entertain you, no problem. Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy the entertainment. If you call it entertainment, enjoy it while it lasts. I'm still going to be here when it's going to happen. And I'll be here to remind you of today that I told you. The consistency of Biafrans is second to none. We are building on the foundation led by the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi. In that foundation, he told us that consistency is the key. And there is no going back. It is either Biafra or Biafra. And every one of us is ready to put our life on the line to restore our nation, Biafra. We cannot allow our children to face the same persecution we are facing today. We cannot allow our children to face the same dehumanization we are facing today. We can't allow our children to be exposed to the same danger we are exposing to today. This generation of Biafrans are going to put an end to the evil of the zoo and the British. They have stolen enough. The British have stolen enough for themselves. It is high time they let Biafra go. At this moment, we are not begging anybody. We are not going to beg anybody. But we are going to do what we are supposed to do. And that is exactly what we are doing today. Take our destiny in our own hands, pursue it, overtake it, and be the people we are supposed to be. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, the only place you can invest today is on the restoration of Biafra. The restoration of Biafra is being sponsored by the Biafran people themselves. There is no organization sponsoring the restoration of Biafra. There is no government sponsoring it. The restoration of Biafra today is sponsored by the Biafran people themselves. Put your money where your mouth is. Every one of us as Biafran today must continue to support, because the responsibility is increasing as the day goes by. The responsibility is increasing. So wherever you are, you must make sure that you increase your support for Biafra. Financially, most importantly. The Biafra Republic of Nigeria have contracted a lobbying firm, one of the best in the DC. One of the best lobbying firms in Washington, D.C. have been contracted to lobby for Biafra. You know what that means. You know what it will cost. The most important thing is that you can see the result of every contribution you make. Every Saturday, Biafrans come together to make fundraising, and tomorrow is another day. Biafrans come together in mass and they made a contribution. If you have not started contributing, you better wake up. You better wake up while you still have time. A time will come when that your money will be useless. A time will come when you will beg to contribute and the Biafran government will turn you down. This is the time for you to write your name in gold. Now that the sponsorship is in the hand of the people, are you waiting until when the governments begin to come in, when the organizations begin to come in, when your money will not be needed anymore? Is that what you're waiting for? Whatever you have to do, do it now. Support the Biafra Republic of in Exile. Support it the best way you can. Support it financially. Support it morally. Support it spiritually. Go to any length to find something to do for Biafra. As a Biafran, you must pick up a responsibility, something that you wake up every day and you will know, this is what I do for Biafra. For those of us who are blessed financially, do not hesitate to use that your blessing for the restoration of Biafra. If you don't do that, you have yourself to blame. But if you do that happily and freely, your seed will never dry. Some of you that are seeking for a fertile ground where to sow seed, you are looking for a fertile ground where you can sow seed. If you are genuinely a Biafra, the best place you can sow seed today is in the restoration of Biafra. For every seed you sow on the restoration of Biafra is going to save life. Every seed you sow is going to save life. And because you are saving life, your own life will be assured and saved, and nothing will happen to you. Because you are saving life, your seed will never dry. The greatest secret of wealth to Biafra today is for you to key in into the restoration of Biafra. The project of Chukwu Okike Abiama, sponsor it. Sponsor the project of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Tomorrow is fundraising. Don't wait for somebody to come and beg you to come. You can make your contribution anytime, 247. The links are there. You do it online and you get your receipt automatically. It's not as if you're paying to someone. You are paying to yourself. Every contribution you make today, it is for yourself. You are not doing it for me. Neither are you doing it for someone else or Nandikan. No. Whatever contribution you are making, it is for you and for you alone. If you do good, you do yourself. If you do bad, you do yourself. We will continue to come online to alert you. We will continue to come online to call your attention. To do that, which is to remind you. The battle is going to be fierce. The battle is going to be fierce and it's going to be tough. But at the end, Biafra will win. Biafra will never lose for Biafra, for Nigeria again. It is not possible. Biafra will never lose to Nigeria again. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstances, no matter the strategies, Biafra will never lose out for Nigeria again. And they know it. Even their chief of army staff has confessed it. He has confessed it. They say they are bringing asymmetric warfare. And he was trying to explain how difficult it is. It's almost impossible to defeat. It is up to you. Thank God they call it a warfare. As you have chosen that, your jungle war, which you pronounce on Biafra land, you pronounce jungle war. You say you are coming with jungle warfare in Biafra land. No problem. We are waiting for you with guerrilla warfare in defense of Biafra land. Biafra land will and must be defended. We are going to defend our land, defend our territory from the hands of the evil ones. We are going to defend our territory from the hands of the enemies. The defense is already happening. And we will never back down. Our enemies are known. And our Prime Minister have made it openly that everybody should bear in mind, whichever part of the world you are watching us from, the Biafran government has no other enemy except the contraption called Nigeria. The arms of the government is wide open for anybody, anywhere that can find a solution for us to walk away from the zoo. Anybody, anywhere that can play a role for the exit of Biafra from the zoo, in any form, in anywhere, financially, morally, anywhere at all. This is the statement of our Prime Minister. And this statement is just like the statement that our eternal leader, Dimple Mejugujugu, made. He said he gave an open check to anybody, anywhere, that can find a solution to the problem of the zoo and Nigeria. Our eternal leader gave that option. He said he kept it open, that anybody that have any solution anywhere should bring it, so that lives will not be lost. But what happened? Instead of listening to our eternal leader, instead of paying attention to him, the whole world rejected, including the AU. They paid no attention. Everyone that was supposed to speak and maintain peace then, they never said anything. And we have learned very well. Even at this present one today, as we are talking and speaking and calling for people to pay attention, it is likely that nobody is going to come out, and we don't care. We are only voicing our opinion to let the world know, so that we will have evidence to show when the time comes. When the time comes to sit on the round table, either in the Hague or anywhere, because definitely there will be a round table talk at the end of it all. We will have our case to make. Our Prime Minister has given several options. Release Mazen Nandekan, pull out your military, go and consult Finland to mediate between you and the Biafran government. As simple as that. But you believe that you can do and not do. You believe you can use force to cage people and force them against their will to do something that they do not want to do. Gone are those days when you force people against their will to do what they don't want to do. We are in 21st century. We are in 21st century. And this 21st century, and this is 2024. This is not 1967. In 2024, things have changed. And we have learned a great lesson. Before we get to this side, we have learned a lot. And those lessons that we have learned is going to be guiding us until we get to the promised land. We have learned a great lesson. From the east, west, north, south, right, left, and center. And we learned very, very well. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, never give up. No matter what you hear, no matter what you see, do not give up. Is it going to be easy? It is not going to be easy. It is not going to be a walk in the park. It is going to cost effort, strength, even life for you to have freedom. We must be prepared for all circumstances. We must learn to get prepared in all directions and levels, and do not give in to the blackmail and propaganda of the enemies. One thing we will not do is to go back in our words. No. One thing we will never do is to go back in our words. We have made a decision, and we are going to stand in our decision. Our decision is freedom. total freedom from the contraption called Nigeria. We don't want to have anything called regional governments. We do not want to have anything called restructuring. We are not seeking for their presidency. We are not seeking for any post from them. They should hold it to themselves. The only thing we are demanding for is the freedom of the United States of Biafra. And that freedom is going to come with or without their permission. The only permission we need is Chukwu Okike Abiama. Once he says we should move, we will move without looking back. And he has given us a date. By the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was able to announce that on the 2nd of December 2024, the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be made. After then, Biafra land will be defended in all fronts. Mazi Nnamdi made a similar statement. He said that before ever we are going to make declaration, we are going to get mandate from the people. That we cannot make declaration without the mandate. But then he said, I will not tell you how we are going to get those mandates until the time comes. Because if I tell you, some of you cannot be able to keep it. But when the time came, today you have seen how the Biafra government in exile, under our Prime Minister Mazi Simon, got the mandate of Biafran people. Got the massive support of Biafra people. Biafrans overwhelmingly gave their mandate. Some of their Fonja are still surprised about that. That is one of the things today that is overwhelming the so-called saboteurs. You know, when we started this very self-referendum, I could remember they made jest of us online. They said several funny things, made fun of us online. Some of them were asking, oh, come on, Gran, and do it. Why are you doing it on online? Why are you doing it? But when the self-referendum hits the ground, before they know it, it is done and dusted. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that throughout the whole time that the referendum was done on the ground, Biafran people were protected. Nobody was kidnapped. Nobody was attacked. People went out on their own and they casted their vote. And we have evidence on videos and pictures. And even some people voted for Nigeria, which is the beauty of it. Either they did that mistakenly or intentionally. That will show you that people had the freedom to do whatever they want. It is their choice, either to vote for or against. Some people actually voted against Biafra. But in the midst of it all, majority carried the votes. We saw more than 40 million votes in 3 days. Stay counting as we speak. Votes are still coming in. Biafrans are still voting. And if you are a Biafran, you have not yet voted. I don't know the kind of Biafran you are. If you are a Biafran and you have not voted on the self-referendum, I do not understand which kind of Biafran you are. You better think again and go and cast your votes. More especially those who are living abroad. You are living abroad and you have not yet casted your vote. You have no excuse. What you are doing is sabotage. If you are living abroad up to this moment, in the second phase, you have not casted your vote. What you are doing is sabotage. And you are going to face the consequence of your sabotage when the time comes. Nothing is going to save you. You know, the beauty of this Biafra that is coming is that we are keeping data. We are keeping the data of every single individual that participated in this very self-referendum. Everyone that is supporting the Biafra struggle, your record is being kept. In whichever way you are supporting, financially, morally, spiritually, the records are there. And when the time comes, that record is going to speak for you. It's going to speak for me. A time is going to come when you are going to stand out and answer for yourself. Every single thing we are doing today, including those that are fighting against Biafra, and they think it's a joke. Those of them who are fighting against Biafra, we have their videos, online and offline. Internet never forgets. We see their comments, online and offline. Internet never forgets. And we are keeping the records. When the time comes, you are going to face the consequence of every single action you have taken against the innocent people. You are going to pay. You will pay dearly. Yes, you will. Because everything any one of us have done against Biafra or for Biafra, you'll be rewarded according to your work. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, tomorrow is fundraising for the Liberation Army of Biafra. Please be there. Give your utmost support the best way you can. If you know anything you can give on that fundraising tomorrow. Don't wait until tomorrow. As we are speaking, the link is circulated already. Go follow the link, make your donation, and then get your receipt. When you come to the fundraising, if you wish to announce it, you will announce it. If you don't wish to announce it, you keep your receipt. The coming of Biafra is clear today than it was yesterday. Every blessed day, it becomes much more clearer than it was the previous day. It is so sad that some people have refused to embrace the truth. It's so sad that some people are still pretending that it is not happening. But I bet you, every one of them that is pretending, you are going to sleep in Nigeria and you wake up in Biafra. It is going to happen. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, it is going to happen. It is not optional. The restoration of independence state of Biafra is going to happen. Not with your permission. Who has made it possible for us to come? Who has given us life? Who by himself owns the project is going to make it happen. My fellow Biafrans that participated on this very message today, I appreciate every single one of you. Either you are watching us from Facebook or you are watching from YouTube. I thank every one of you that have spent your precious time with me. May Chukwu Okikabiam continue to guide and protect every one of you. I'm going to see you again tomorrow in the morning. If you have time, join me in my morning broadcast. I broadcast twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. If you have time, join us in the morning hours. In the morning broadcast, you can be able to join us through YouTube. I put up a link. You can click the link and come on and make your contribution. We have larger audience in the morning than in the evening. It's an interactive section. People can come in and air their opinion. So join me in the morning if you have time. And please like and share the program. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to this very channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Very important. Remember, you and I are the media. Every one of you watching, you are part of the media. owe that duty to support this platform. Any way you know you can support this platform, support it. Let us carry it ahead so that we will not fail. I appreciate every one of you that has joined me. Thank you for being part of this program. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all the Biafrans, guide and protect the Liberation Army, the resistant fighters, the Black Marine, our Air Force. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland, members of the cabinet of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray that Chukwu Okike guide and protect you, secure you, give you more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. No evil shall befall you. We pray for our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for good health, for strength, for protection. Pray for freedom. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I will see you again tomorrow morning. Stay blessed. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne